Story time on how my best friend took the guy that I liked and then started bullying me. I was very close to this girl, almost considered her like a sister to me. We would always have sleepovers. We would go out all the time. I was just always with her. At one of the sleepovers we had, the discussion of boys came up. There was a bunch of us girls there, and I decided, why not? Let me spill the beans and say who I've been crushing on. Everyone, and I mean everyone, and my best friend were saying that it was so cute that I had a crush on him, and he's my same age, like, just talk to him more. After that, me and my crush slowly started to become good friends. We all started hanging out and our moms became friends. And I noticed at these hangouts that my best friend started getting close to my crush too. So my best friend's mom and my crush's mom would link up all the time, which would mean my best friend is always with my crush now. Anytime after the fact I saw my best friend, she'd always be boasting how they've just hung out so much and how great he is. So time goes on and we got invited to my crush's house. Since they were having a party, my best friend was invited as well. And I thought it would be the perfect opportunity now, since she's been so close with him, for me to get to talk to him a lot more and her like lead the way. But instead, the whole entire night, she was all over him. If I even came up to her that night, she would just walk away from me. If I tried to talk to her, she would ignore me. So I figured something's wrong. After that party, I remember I went home and cried because I just was so confused why she was acting like that. The next time I saw her, I really wasn't trying to talk to her because I just felt like you weren't trying to talk to me. So she came up to me. She goes, I know you have a crush on him and all, but I want to be honest, he's not into you like that at all. And also, he's really trying to pursue something with me, and we almost kissed the other day. When I tell y'all, I was just like... She told me that she started to like him out of nowhere, and that was that. But she was my closest friend, and I just felt like, whatever, she won. She won. They definitely started to like each other, and it was always in my face. Like, imagine trying to get over a little crush while your best friend's with your crush. Like, I think just the fact of her knowing that I used to have a crush on him immediately put me in a competition arena with her that I did not want to be a part of. She was always trying to make me look bad in front of him at any given time she could. So because she knew that I used to have a crush on him, that I was trying to get over it, any given moment she could make me look bad in front of him, she was going to take. Let me just say though, I have no desire for anyone once they're with somebody else. At that time, I was struggling with something and I was super insecure about it, and I confided in her because she was my best friend, and because I feel like she just wanted me to look as bad as I possibly could, she went and told every person that I knew, and she went and told the guy that I used to like. It took one day of telling her for her to go tell everyone, and the next day when I saw everyone, they all started making fun of me. Started calling me weird, ugly. I would get in a group of like 5 of them and just start pointing at me and busting up laughing. Still to this day, I get emotional just because I feel for little me, and I just want to hug her and tell her like, it doesn't matter. But that girl went home, and for the rest of that year, I got bullied continuously. And obviously, I'm not friends with this girl anymore, but I do still wish her the best in her life and her endeavors, and I don't have any hard feelings towards her now. We were young. So in conclusion, be careful who you call your best friends, and don't always feel like you need to tell people everything about you. If you've gotten bullied before, or you're currently getting bullied, just stay strong and know you're worthy. Mwah! Love you guys.
Am I wrong for thinking my sister-in-law is a bitch? She convinced me not to wear makeup to my prom. Disclaimer, this is not my story time, it was sent to me on Instagram. Slowly but surely, I think my sister-in-law has been sabotaging me, and I don't understand why. She's dating my brother, why does she have to be jealous of me? At least I think she is. Well, this all started a while ago, and I think I've been really paranoid about it. When I talk to my family about it, especially my brother, he says that I'm going crazy, and that she would never do that. So let me start from the beginning. My brother and her started dating 2 years ago, and at first, of course, she would come over to our house and try to impress us all, but I had no reason to not like her. In fact, I liked her a lot. I love the way she treated my brother, and I love the way that they were in love. You could just tell they were good for each other. They also weren't toxic at all. Every time I open my phone, I see a story about a toxic relationship, and they are so far from that. The point is, I was really happy for them, but when Christmas came around, she gave everyone in my family a gift. We're a family of 5. My brother and I and my parents, and our beautiful pup. She got everyone, including the pup, a gift except for me. Her excuse for that was that she didn't know what to get me because I'm so picky. Why would she say that I'm picky? And she also said it in front of my family. I looked at my mom and my mom looked at me. And we shared the look, you know? Around this time, there was a boy that was paying attention to me and I told my brother about it. And my brother always gives me the best advice. Of course, he went and told her everything. So she came back to me and told me that I shouldn't even try to date boys right now. And that whatever this guy's trying to do, it's probably only to manipulate me. I asked her why she thought that, and she said that him trying to DM me on Instagram is not proof that he wants a real relationship. That's when I told her that I didn't even know if I wanted a relationship with this boy. We were just talking through DM. And she told me I was too gullible. That conversation made me feel so bad. She made me feel insecure, and she made me think that he wasn't a good person for DMing me. After that, I didn't trust her. I kept my distance, and she noticed. She started complaining to my brother that I was being mean to her. Then my brother got mad at me. He asked me to please be nice to her because she was sensitive. When I explained to him what she said to me, he said that she was just looking out for me. My parents thought that I was being difficult. She managed to turn everyone against me. But it gets so much worse. Go to part 2. Part 2. After managing to turn everyone against me and my family, she had to hit me even harder. Me being the nice person I am, and because my brother and my parents were upset at me, I extended her an olive branch. I invited her to a Galentine's I was hosting at my house with all my friends. I was very specific in the invitation about what you should wear. I said bring your cute jammies, or a cute robe, or something comfortable. She showed up in a super long tight maxi dress, heels, and a full face of makeup. She even wore her extensions. And I know when she wears them because she has short hair, but she came with long hair. She looked ridiculous. Oh, and really quickly, my friends already knew the situation between her and I. So one of my friend says to her, I don't think you read the dress code. That's when I quickly said, it's okay, she looks great. Then obviously all my friends started telling her how amazing she looked, and she turned around so that we could see the full dress. Of course, that night she was on her best behavior because she didn't want us and my friends to notice how much of a she is. You know, she was in disguise. Prom was in a few weeks and I still didn't have a dress. Oh, and by the way, the boy that was DMing me on Instagram, he was gonna be my date and we were just like casually dating. He was so sweet and even my family liked him, by the way. I knew for my makeup I wanted something beautiful and ethereal with crystals. You see, my dress was inspired by a ballerina dress. I trained in ballet for years, so I knew I wanted this. Even my date wanted to wear pink because my dress was pink. It was all so perfect. My mom found the most amazing makeup artist, and when I saw her work, I knew she was exactly the makeup artist I wanted. Everything she did was ethereal and soft and blushy and pink. But then my brother came over for dinner with his girlfriend. And when my mom showed her the makeup artist, she started criticizing everything the makeup artist did. She had posted some videos on YouTube and she went through the video, paused it, and showed us every little thing that she was doing wrong, in her opinion. Let me remind you, she's not a makeup artist. That's when she went on a rant about how bad a full face of makeup looks on prom night and how the pictures are gonna look horrible because they have flash. That if they put the wrong shade of powder and foundation, it's gonna look terrible. Then she started to convince me that I should just use skincare and that because of my dress, it would go perfectly. She even showed me examples of what kind of skincare looks I should do. I mean, she showed me a girl putting on skincare on Instagram. At that point, I was just so sick of her talking that I was like, yeah, sure, I could do that. As the weeks passed, I didn't book the makeup artist and my mom didn't either. I was really busy with tests and studying, so by the time prom came around, I had no makeup artist. This is when I started looking at tutorials and I realized I cannot do my makeup like that. So then I looked at my skincare cabinet and I was like, okay, I guess I could do some skincare. I showed up to prom with just skincare on. And in the pictures, I looked terrible, oily, and greasy. She was so wrong. When I look at my friends' pictures, they all look beautiful with full faces of makeup on because they all went to professional makeup artists. I didn't feel as pretty as I could have on prom night, telling me I looked pretty. I am done talking to my sister-in-law. My mom is also angry at her too. If she does anything else, I'll come and tell you guys. Self-care sister out.